I'm Stephen Monkey Mason and welcome to Fast Forward Reviews. The movie is Edward Hands. This is a drama, a bit of romance, and pretty much a fantasy movie. The year 1990. It is on for 1 hour and 45 minutes. Directed by Tim Burton. Starring Johnny Depp, Winona Ryder, Diane West, and Vincent Price. Okay, I forgot to do the age rating when I filmed that, and it's pretty much because it's pretty baffling. When it came out the pictures, it was a 15. Get rid of that. When it came out on VHS and on DVD, it was a PG. Get rid of that. When it came out on Blu-ray, it is now a 12. Get rid of that. But it's also still available on DVD, and guess what? It's a PG. No wonder I forgot to mention that in the review. Its budget, 20 million. Wow, they did a lot with 20 million for this movie. Tagline for this movie, couldn't find one, and I actually haven't opened the steelbook. It just says, from the imagination of Tim Burton. That'll do for a tagline. So a little bit about the movie. A gentleman with, for hands, is brought into a new community after living in isolation. Long story short, pretty much happens. The Avon lady can't find anyone to buy a product. She sees a house on the hill, goes up there and finds Edward and decides to bring him home. He starts cutting hedges, even dogs, and then moves on to cutting people's hairs. But then he starts to fall in love and the movie starts to take a very dark, serious tone. Fun fact about the movie, Michael Jackson was rumoured to play Edward. You can see Michael Jackson playing Edward. I can. So what do I think about this movie? This is a real timeless classic. This is not a movie made by a director for hire. This is from the mind of Tim Burton. It's a character born from Tim Burton's sketchbook, like Vincent and Frank and Winnie. The cast is fantastic. The location and style of this is absolutely brilliant. It is eye candy. It's uber suburbia. The score by Danny Elfman is the icing on the cake on this. It is a masterpiece in its own right. This movie is the reason why Tim Burton is the household name he is today, as well as Johnny Depp, of course. So, should you watch this movie? Yes. Should you own this movie? Yes. And when you own it, you should open it, unlike me. The only reason I didn't open that is I actually have the Tim Burton box set, which it comes in, so that's how I ended up watching it for this review the other night. And while I rant on, how many concert bricks would I give this? Now, people are going to probably hate me, but I am only actually going to give this 3 concert bricks. 1, 2, 3. I love this movie. It's not Tim Burton's best movie out of all of his movies, but it is a timeless classic for the 90s. I've been Stephen Monkey Mason. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Okay, you've probably realised through this video when I've had to say a certain word, like Edward Hands, or he has for hands, I've avoided saying a certain word. Now my friends like soap and stuff always take the mick out of me because I can't say the words. That's it. It's the only time I'm going to say it. Cursed by that word. That's why I've always went. I've been Stephen Monkey Mason. Thanks for watching. Bye. The movie is Edward Scissorhands. Oh. The movie is Edward Scissorhands. Edward Scissorhands. The movie is Edward Scissorhands. Edward Scissorhands while I'm out here.